Blake here again. Since this summer, I've been working on my crowning achievement, the greatest thing I've done so far in my life. Creating characters, endless drawing, writing, and coloring, and now, finally, I have written one whole comic book.
Yeah, cool.
Aren't you dying to read it?
Yeah, I'll read it. It'll just have to wait until tomorrow, because tonight is the rice.
I mean, I personally prefer quinoa myself.
No, like RICE, the Robotics International Championship event. It's the biggest tournament of robotics in the States. And little K10 here has to be in tip-top shape.
Yeah, that's really great. You know, I entered a contest myself. See, I submitted...
Stupendous, incredible. We shall joyously accept this honor. Good news. Thanks to everyone's hard work, we've been selected as our city's new business of the month. They're gonna come take photographs, and they'll probably want to interview us about the unique idea of blending a cafe and comic book store.
Way cool, Mr. K. You know, do you think they're going to want to interview all of us?
I'm not sure.
I really hope not.
Yeah, okay, Mr. K. I finished my first draft of my comic book. Here's the test copy.
Oh, that's fantastic, Blake. Is it ready to be read by the masses? Or at least by the people who will shop here after seeing us on the news?
I don't know. I really don't know of any way of printing more copies right now, but I did submit it to a contest, and the winner will get their comic book published and professionally printed with like an actual comic book cover and everything.
That's sweet. Way to go, Blake.
Thanks. Hey, I wonder if they're planning on calling anytime soon here. I gave them the Café number because I don't actually have a cell phone yet.
That's a smart idea. After your book is printed and edited, we'll have the start of another excellent series to add to our shelves.
Hey, Mr. Kirby, you're right. I mean, we could sell like 1,000 of them, and it could become a reading requirement in schools, and I could keep this as the priceless first ever drawn edition of the famous Blake Bacaliri comic book series.
Oh, chase your dreams, young Blake.
Yeah. My dream is to get this claw arm to rotate another 12 degrees by noon.
I could be on book tours and then approached with movie deals. Hey, listen, don't you worry, okay? When I'm famous, I'll be sure to remember all the humble beginnings with you all.
What an honor. I have to ask my grandpa for a smaller sized wrench. I'll see you both tonight.
Hello, this is Cosmo Kirby. Interviews? What interviews is it? Oh, those interviews! Yes, indubitably. Well, we can certainly be ready for photographs by then. I'll have to break out my top hat. Hello? Oh, good, you're still there.
This is my dream. This is my purpose. And if I follow my dreams, I will not fail. At least I hope. The contest people should have made their decision already. What is taking so long? Maybe they just love the comic book. And they're reading it again and again and again, and they're showing their moms, and they're reading it to their moms, and then their grandmas. Yes! Yeah, that must be it! Hello? Hello. This is Blake Bacaliri, the artist behind the... Yes, this is the Comics Cafe. Rhubarb donuts? No. Why would anyone make rhubarb donuts? I'm sorry. Okay. Yes. No, you're fine. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Hello, Blake Buckley here. Yes, I'm the one who submitted Caleb Blake, street hockey superhero. Yeah. You appreciated the submission. You like the artwork? You thought it was well written? And I didn't win. Hey, thank you so much for the call. And thus the end of my career as a comic book writer.
Oh, Blakester, check this out. You're not gonna believe it.
And now for This Week in Sports, we sat down for an exclusive interview with our high school athlete of the month, hockey forward from Arcadia High, Mason Erickson. Mason, what first started your love of hockey?
Oh, definitely my grandpa. He played goalie for the North Stars. I've always been inspired just watching the beauty of this noble sport.
Erickson had a banner year as a sophomore, scoring 26
Hey,
goals.
man, listen, it's awesome. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it was sweet. What's up with you?
Yeah, actually,
Whoa, Oregon, nice trophy.
Thanks. I can't believe I actually won. You know, when it got to the race portion, this was the only machine that could get through the water trap. You had no problem with the water, did you, K10? Yes, so good.
Well, water, that's fine, but you know, king of the ice?
Am I supposed to say you?
Yeah. Here, check it out.
He played goalie for the North Stars. I've always been inspired
Welcome
just
in.
watching
I would be delighted to show you around. All of us have been working very hard to make this place a welcoming cafe for everyone.
Mr. K, who are you talking to?
I'm just preparing my remarks for the interview. We've only got about 10 minutes until the reporter arrives. You should maybe prepare. They might want to interview some of you as well.
I'm not really a big interview person.
yeah, me neither.
Another interview? Well, if I have to.
You don't even work here. Blake, you should talk about the comic book shop. You know way more about comics than I do.
Yeah, I don't.
You could even show him your new book that you wrote.
He wrote a book?
No, I can't.
That's a terrific idea. I can see the headline. Budding author extraordinaire Blake Baccalavari.
It's Baccalaureate. And I'm not this budding author, okay, Mr. Kirby? I lost the competition.
Blake, I'm very sorry to hear that. Perhaps you're just not a great author yet. It just takes time and practice. I saw an ad for a contest starting next month.
I don't want to enter another contest, Mr. Kirby, okay? Not ever. Maybe you're not supposed to be a comic writer.
What was that about?
Hey everyone, I'm Becca. Earlier, Blake was wondering about his purpose.
Maybe you're not supposed to be a comic writer.
I know I've asked questions like that before. What should I be when I grow up? How do I know what my purpose is? The truth is, God has a purpose for every one of us, but his purpose might not look like we'd expect. There's someone in the Bible who knew that very well. His name was David.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you. David was a shepherd, someone who watches sheep. One day, a priest named Samuel, who was the leader of the whole country of Israel, showed up and told David he was going to be king. Whoa. But not yet. After David got this huge news, he just went back to watching sheep. Then, one day, David was called to the palace.
Sweet! This is my chance.
Actually, not yet. Saul, who was already king, just wanted someone to play music for him.
I guess that's why they gave me this harp.
Then, David became a soldier and won many battles.
Aha! Now I shall surely become king.
Not yet. In fact, King Saul wanted to be the best instead of David. He got so jealous of David that he didn't even want to see David around anymore.
Oh, come on.
We'll hear more about what happened to David in the next couple episodes of Comics Café. But I think we can learn something from this part of David's story. Check out this verse in the Bible. It's part of a song that might have been written by David himself, a song all about God. Your word is like a lamp that shows me the way. It is a light that guides me. If I were somewhere dark, like a cave, this lantern would help me, but it wouldn't show me everything. In fact, it would only show me the next few steps I should take. Like that, God doesn't tell us what our whole life will look like, and that's actually a good thing. He asks us to trust Him for this next step of life. And the next, 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 and the next. Here's what every one of us can learn from David's story. God knows His plan for me. Say that to yourself. God knows His plan for me. It's true, and you don't have to wait for God's plan or search for it. You're in it right now. God's plan for David wasn't just being king or playing the harp or watching sheep. It was all of those things together. Every part of David's life was part of God's plan for him. So wherever we are, we can trust that God knows His plan for us through every step of our lives. I wonder if Blake will figure that out in Comics Café. We'll find out in just a minute.
Okay, no one's here. Time for practice.
Bravo! Excellent!
Mr. Kirby, hi. You like that?
Oh, it's been a long time since I've heard a traditional Icelandic dirge.
It's supposed to be 3 blind mice.
That too. And I see you've taken up juggling again. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm getting at least somewhat closer to finding my purpose. Been trying a couple different things. Mason showed me how to play hockey, which was way too rough. I tried robotics, like Taylor, and I mean, I could barely understand what she was saying half the time. And oh, almost forgot. I even tried gardening. Sorry, little guy.
Well, these are all fantastic things, but I'm confused. How does any of this help you find your purpose?
I just want to find what I'm best at. You know? Like, you have the coffee shop. Mason has hockey. Taylor, she has robot stuff, and Bree, well, Bree kind of has everything. But, you know, I want to find my purpose. You know, once I do, I can stick with it, and then I won't fail again.
Intriguing. Blake, could you help me with something?
Yeah, sure.
I want to make some donuts. Could you be sure to follow this recipe very closely, okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I've never made donuts before, but I'm sure once I read this, I'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Kirby, this says cook for 1 minute on each side. It doesn't say how to make the actual donuts themselves.
Well, that's the final step of making donuts.
Well, right, no, I understand, but I need to know the steps coming before this one. I mean, otherwise, what's the point?
What do you think the point of the recipe is?
Well, the recipe is the step-by-step on how to make the actual donuts. But I mean, we can't just skip to the very end. I mean, we're missing so many good things.
I find it fascinating how donuts are made up of so many different ingredients, and yet they come together to make something great. God puts different opportunities in your life, too, like being a brother, a comic book artist, a student, and a friend.
Are you saying that I'm supposed to continue writing my comic book?
You should be who God made you to be. I think He made you to be an artist, a friend, and an all-around excellent person all at once. And He's growing you into someone truly amazing.
Thanks, Mr. Kirby.
And a pretty good comic book writer.
You read my book?
I did, after cleaning the frosting off from the trash. And I think you've got something really great here, Blake. It just needs a little polishing.
Really?
Yeah, I'd suggest a couple of tweaks to the storyline. Even though there's work to do, Blake, you've done something special. In fact, I think I know the perfect place to display the first ever draft of your first comic book. Oh, yeah.